Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's matchup against the University of Mary Marauders.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the ice, University of Mary Marauders!
And the University of Providence. Sorry, just lost my microphone there for a second. We've got what will surely be a great matchup between these two clubs. And I would say that although they may not be all that close in proximity, these two organizations have become rivals of sorts, going blow for blow over their last several matchups. And University of Providence is one of the few organizations that can say they've beaten the University of Mary not just once, but actually twice in their history of matchups. And so although the University of Mary has 3 wins and 2 losses to Providence, this year these two programs have matched up twice already, and the University of Mary has come out on top on both occasions. This in the 2020 portion of the season this year, as the University of Mary went to Montana and faced off with Providence, again, back-to-back nights, coming up with 2 victories that were hard fought, and the last of which was only with the margin of 2 goals, so a 2-0 victory in their last matchup. So we are going to be announcing the starting lineups here, and you will hear a very spirited audience today in person. Always great to see them back as we transition from some of the COVID restrictions that are starting to lighten up a bit. So a great atmosphere here in the Starion Sports Complex tonight. These two clubs will be matching up tonight as well as tomorrow, Saturday at 7 p.m. as well. So be sure to tune in tomorrow for the webcast. As far as your starting lineups, for the University of Mary, centering the starting lineup of forwards is Kyler Moore. He's wearing sweater number 26. Left wing, number 7, Seth Cushing. And right wing, number 20, Jared Haugelin. Excuse me, Jared. Starting at left defenseman for the University of Mary, wearing number 4 is Marshall Cheetah. Number 2 is Drew Lennertz. And in net for the Marauders tonight is number 29, Kyle Hayden. And although I was not given a starting lineup for Providence, I'll do my best here to rattle off some of the sweater numbers that I'm seeing standing on the blue line as they shift back and forth, as hockey players often do, tapping their skates on the ice and getting some of those jitters out. We've got number 25 for Providence, and that is Tyler McCary. Number 9 in the starting lineup for Providence is Cooper Page. Number 6, Levi Anderson. And number 15 is Leo Felt. And it looks like number 27, and that is Will Wright. And in net for Providence tonight, wearing number 30 is Travis Lewis. Now we're going to go to our national anthem, and we'll follow up with puck drop shortly after. And we're back now, waiting the puck drop for the first of two matchups on this weekend between the Marauders and the University of Providence Argos. And a quick correction on the score that I reported. These two clubs played January 15th. And the first matchup here was actually in 2021 between these two programs this year. And the final score was 7-4, University of Mary getting the W. And the second matchup was actually not 2-0, but 3-0. And so a quick correction on that, but still a very close game throughout that last matchup. And so the puck has dropped, and since then we've actually had a couple of shots on goal, one from each of these two respective teams. And I believe the Argos got the first shot of the game. And I don't know if Kyle Hayden got a piece of that or if it whistled high and wide of the net, but then a breakaway by Alex Fleechek, and I believe he shot it a little bit high as well. But a couple quality chances for both programs coming out here flying tonight, as we would expect between these two clubs. As we said, they've got a very colorful history. University of Mary on top as far as the win-loss record, but last year the Argos did beat the Marauders in the championship, the regional championship game, just before the pandemic hit. And of course, as we know, the national tournament was canceled because of that pandemic. So neither teams were able to actually go to the national tournament, but the last game of the season, as far as conference play, the Argos defeated the University of Mary Marauders in overtime for that regional championship. And again, since then, the Marauders have defeated the Argos 2 times, and we'll see what happens this weekend between these two very successful and very skilled teams. So now Seth Cushing comes down the side wall, shot backhand on net and off the shoulder of Lewis, who makes his second stop of the game. Argos now with the puck behind the net. Pass up to number 20. Picked away by the Marauders. Now working it low. In front and nobody home. Not able to get a shot off, but a good drive. And now come the Argos. Quick pass back door and a stick lift. A key stick lift by Tanner Escrow, that was, to keep the Argos off the board. Drew Leonard's behind the net. Passes in front, and here come the Marauders, but soon to be picked off is that puck. Now down low. Shot, saved by Kyle Hayden. Another blocker saved by Kyle Hayden. And scrambling are the Marauders as the Argos keep firing away. Looks like a shooting gallery out there right now as both teams try to settle in, get a feel for each other, as it's been a few weeks since they've seen one another. Now the Argos are on the road. University of Mary here at the beautiful Schwann Arena. Argos now dump the puck deep, giving chase is number 9, Cooper Page. But the Marauders flip the puck high into the air, looking for Alex Fleechek, and he gets all the way down. He's going to keep it from being an icing call. And Zach Garrett has got to sacrifice his body with a big hit, but he does. Now coming the other direction is Providence. Drew Leonard's able to get back, hit that puck aside, and Marshall Cheetah now is going to take business into his own hands, gets to the red line and dumps it deep. No ice. Lewis behind the net. Tries to pass his defenseman, and a quick shot by Alex Fleechek intercepts that pass and almost a goal. Lewis out there playing the puck, getting active, being that third defenseman as coaches often like to see. Pass over to Seth Cushing. Tries to get a shot off, and that looks like it was tipped by a defenseman. Seth Cushing, the ever lethal forward for the University of Mary. Very deceptive player, threat from anywhere in the offensive zone. I know opponents are keeping an eye on him. Seth Cushing, as we're speaking about him, 30 points now on the season, 87 points for his career. That's 20 of those points coming from goals and 10 from assists. So 20 goals so far this season for Seth Cushing. And that puts Cushing with 30 points at the top of the points leaderboard for the University of Mary. Zach Garrett close second with 29 points. Alex Fleechek with 28. And here come the Marauders. Shimmy shake to the left was Escrow. Can't find his man. Puck is taken up by Scanlon to the point. Shot, save, off the chest, batted out of the air by Escrow, and he just cannot quite find the back of the net there. Very athletic and impressive hand-eye coordination demonstrated by Escrow. But Lewis battling hard in net. So far, perfect on the night. And I believe that'll be 4 or 5 shots on goal for him so far this period. 14 minutes, 27 seconds remaining in this first period. And both teams with their scoring opportunities, both goaltenders looking equally sharp as we're deadlocked 0-0. Face-off now. Not sure who won that, but Argos come up with the puck. Soft shot placed on net, intercepted by University of Mary defenseman. Now back to the defense is Drew Leonards. Scrum on the sidewall, and the Marauders come up with the puck. Now Leonards with the puck again. Looking D-to-D, but he's going to set up shop behind the net. Pass up to the wing wall. Looking for Alex Horner, who gets hit hard in the neutral zone and hit off the puck. Argos high and hard off the glass into neutral zone. An easy regroup for the Marauders. Now Cheetah, soft dump in. Lewis out to play it. Stops it behind the net. Gives it to his defenseman, Alexander. In a collision, couple Argos go down. Gloves and sticks flying, which will allow the University of Mary Marauders to maintain possession of the puck. Now up at the point. Leonards down low. Taking his time is Alex Fleechek. He's looking for Garrett. Garrett with the backhand, trying to pass it. 3-on-0. Garrett now. 3-on-2. Garrett on the ice. Marauders got the puck up on the at the top of the key. From the point now to Andy Huber. He tries to get a shot off, and that's blocked. And the Argos are able to clear it all the way down. That's going to be an icing call, as the faceoff will come all the way down to the University of Providence end. And the Marauders here, with one of their first maintained possessions in the offensive zone, look to be set up pretty nicely with a 3-on-2 just a moment ago. But Garrett, as it were, lost his footing. I think he probably had a backdoor option for both of his line mates, if not to have lost his footing and been knocked off the puck. Face-off ends up in the hands of the Argos. Anderson for the Argos is going to wrap the puck around, intended for his teammate, but Seth Cushing intercepts. Cushing centering pass, nobody home. Turned over to the Argos. Now a 2-on-2. Jacob Stevenson with the puck, battling on the sideboard. Shot on net. Looking like Mack with number 24 was in front, looking for a tip, but couldn't quite get a stick on it. Back up to the point. Shot blocked by Hugelin. And Cushing trying to find Hugelin, who went flying through the neutral zone, trying to get that breakaway, but again, just missed. As the Argos have been tough in their neutral zone. Dumped in for a soft wrap. Kyle Hayden comes out and plays it, gives it up to his defenseman, Johnny Witzke. And Johnny Witzke is drugged down to the ice as an Argo goes sliding into their own net like a bowling ball, takes off the net. And I don't know if there's going to be a penalty called here or if The referees are going to assess that was fair play, but I don't see any hands up in the air, and I don't see anybody going to the sin bin. So no harm, no foul. Face-off one, and a shot by Sorel Nagurski from the point, and he scores! Twisted wrister from just inside the blue line. And Lewis looked screened or unable to see that, maybe an obstructed view, but not for Sorel Nagurski. He had eyes on that top corner, and a goal for the University of Mary. So a recap here now, scoring for your Marauders, number 14, Sorel Nagurski. Assist goes to number 6, Riley Scanlon. And folks, that's a Starion Bank goal. With that goal and every home goal scored, $10 will be donated to the Marauders Armada. So if you're tuning in with us tonight, again, thank you so much. And we want to welcome you to the Marauders Hockey Schwann Cadillac Rink, located in the Starion Sports Complex. And on behalf of the University of Mary, President Monsignor James Shea, Athletic Director Dale Lennon, and the rest of the University of Mary family, we'd like to thank each and every one of you for your support and personally welcome you to today's game against the University of Providence and your University of Mary Marauders. Now the Argos in their offensive zone, D-to-D pass picked off by Alex Fleechek, who gives chase, and the puck goes flying up into the Argos bench, and that's going to be a whistle. And we'll see if that's inside or outside the blue line. But as expected, the opening minutes of this matchup have been fantastic. High-tempoed, high-paced, numerous shots for each club so far. Both goaltenders looking strong, and not until Sorel Nagurski lit the lamp at about 6 minutes or so into the game with a wrist shot from the point that beat Lewis up top. I don't know if Lewis saw that one, but back and forth game, and I think if this tempo is going to set the tone for the game, I think it's going to be an exciting one. Down low now are the Argos working a D-to-D. Pass the length of the ice, and University of Providence player is able to beat the University of Mary to the corner. And Marshall Cheat ends up with the puck. Now trying to beat two guys. Can't quite do it, and the puck ends up in the corner as both teams give chase. And a turnover in the high slot almost cost the Argos another quality opportunity, but threading the needle is number 6, Cooper Page, finding his teammate in Jacob Stevenson, who tries to attack the goal line, but Kyle Hayden's able to cover that puck up and get a face-off. A few friendly words exchanged in front of the net, it looks like, as Kyle Hayden was trying to get the referee the puck, but no, you wouldn't expect anything less between these two programs, but to have a little competitive jousting, if you will, between whistles. Face-off won by the Argos to the point as number 8, Gabrielle Kwiatkowski. I'm going to try to do my best with that one. Lost the puck, and now we've got the Argos regrouping in their defensive zone. Giving chase is Jaron Hugelin, and he ends up with a puck on his stick. Shot attempt by Johnny Witzke from the point. Now down to Kyler Moore. Stripped away, and the Argos come flying down the ice, a 3-on-2. Puck is poked away. Seth Cushing now flying up the ice with speed. Can he get around him? Yes, he does. 2-on-1, pass in front. Johnny Witzke shot and a save by Lewis. What looked like a wide wing drive by Seth Cushing ended up being a 2-on-1, then a 3-on-1. I think I saw 4 Marauders jump into that play, and a pass eventually was taken by Johnny Witzke, and I think that puck passed through 2 or 3 Marauders' sticks just out of their reach before Witzke got what wasn't too threatening a shot, but a shot nonetheless, and that's going to be covered up by Lewis. Puck in the corner now, D to D. And a scrum on the sidewall. Can't quite get the puck out of their zone. Argo's struggling a bit with it now. Link in the corner. Up the ice. Quick spin and back to his defenseman. Marauders giving chase, applying a lot of pressure. Coming across the blue line, and a soft shot in is Riley Scanlon. That's going to be gloved down by Lewis, who decides to keep the puck and give both teams line change. Argo's stunned a bit as it appears by that last goal by Nagurski. Argo's just not quite able to get their skates back under them. Haven't had too much of a threatening drives or shots on net for a while here. The Marauders starting to take things into their own hands a bit. Now a quick shot from just behind the goal line. And Lewis is going to use that quick glove to cover up as a couple Marauders were sailing around the crease looking for that quick rebound goal. Face-off won by the Marauders, but Leonards can't quite keep it in the zone. Chipped in, the Argos come down the other way. Gaining the blue line, number 17 with some silky mitts tries to get around number 17, Eric Gatson that is. Can't quite get around the Marauders defense, and the puck ends up all the way down in the Argo zone. High and hard off the glass, Drew Leonards again back to retrieve the puck. Passes it up to Garrett. Garrett to Cheetah. Cheetah's going to stay at home on the blue line where he likes to hang out. But these University of Mary defensemen definitely like to get into the rush and join the offense whenever possible as well, as is evidenced in some of the statistics. We've got several of the defensemen up there in the top point getters. Marshall Cheetah, including, I should say, Marshall Cheetah, Johnny Witzke, and Drew Leonards, all in probably the top 8 or 10 players as far as offense. Alex Horner gets the puck deep. Lewis out to play it. Horner pressuring him. Lewis has got all the time in the world, does a couple of stick handles, dusts a little dust off the puck, and then passes to his defenseman. Argos now gain the blue line. Pass to the slot. Walks in, shot backhand, and that was number 22, for the Argos, was kind of left all alone in the slot. And a very threatening play by Jacob Stevenson, who walked fairly uncontested into the slot in a backhand that zinged just wide of Kyle Hayden, who eventually, as the puck was dumped in on him, gloves the puck down for a face-off. But I would say that was one of the better opportunities for the Argos so far. Those backhand shots from a goaltender's perspective can be some of the most elusive. Much harder to read the player's shot and if they're going to elevate the puck or not, especially if they shoot against their grain. By the way, I don't know if I took the time to introduce myself at the beginning of the webcast. My name is Nate Spidell, and I've had the great pleasure of doing some of the commentating for the webcast over this past year, especially when the COVID pandemic was not allowing for fans to be here. So fortunate that the University of Mary is able to bring you the live stream and webcast for these games. I am a goalie coach for the University of Mary, and it's been a great pleasure working with them over the 3 years of the program's birth and now great success, headed by Dan Huntley and the great staff and program here. So again, thank you so much for joining us tonight for this great matchup. And now just a moment ago, number 9, Cooper Page, broke away a bit from the pack, came in and shot a quick wrister on Kyle Hayden, who gloved that puck down. Looked like he saw it all the way, and a face-off to his blocker's side. Now won by the Argos to the defensive point. Shot and a quick glove by Kyle Hayden. As a beautiful, beautiful centering pass, one-time wrist shot. Trying to find the number on the sweater. I think that's number 23, Taylor McCall. Got a quick shot on net in the slot, and Kyle Hayden slid over and made a beauty of a glove save. Probably the save of the evening so far. And an excellent opportunity by the Argos, who are starting to get a little bit of pep back in their step. Number 23 now. That's again Tyler McCall in the slot. This time he tries high blocker on Kyle Hayden, who shrugs those shoulders up and traps it on his chest pad. I'm not sure how he did that, but no rebound on that shot either. And if the scoreboard's correct, that's going to tie up the shots on goal between the Argos and the Marauders. So 7-7 are the shots. 4 minutes, 32 seconds remaining in the first period. Marauders up 1-0. Argos keeping it in the blue line. Leonard's back to Cheetah. Cheetah up to Cushing. Cushing tries to find more but can't. And now Cushing has the puck hop over his stick. The Argos come back down the other way. Number 20, Liam Carvalho. Shot high, way above the net and up into the high glass. Puck's going to squirt out into the neutral zone, and McCary finds his forward partner in Hendrickson. Hendrickson rings it around the board. Seth Cushing giving chase. Battle on the wall. Argos keep it in. Moore down low, grinding it out. Goal line attack and a shot attempt, but can't quite get it past that goal line. Behind the net. And I believe that's number 18. Tried for a wraparound. That's Huntley Hins, but was unsuccessful in that attempt. And now the Marauders flip it up and out of the zone. Braden Zast breaks away and gets a shot off, but wide of the net. Cheetah up to the point, block shot. As Derek Dropick is going to do a little switcheroo with Marshall Cheetah. Dropick, usually a forward, covering for Cheetah, usually a defenseman. And the puck comes up into the fans, and there's going to be a souvenir. University of Maria, official puck for one of our lucky guests who's joining us in person tonight. Face-off won by the Marauders. A quick shot on net makes Alex Horner, and Lewis decides he's going to cover it up, and we're going to redo that face-off. Face-off won again by the Argos. This time, headman up, no ice. Kyle Hayden comes out and puts it high and hard off the glass. Up the middle of the ice is Johnny Witzke, loses the puck, shot, glove save by Kyle Hayden. And a potentially troublesome turnover by Johnny Witzke, and you won't see that happen very often. Defensive-minded player loses the puck in the slot, and another key save for Kyle Hayden, as his glove seems to be working just fine tonight. We got a pile of players in the corner. Marauders end up with the puck. Shot on net by Heckeman. Blocker save to the corner makes Lewis. And a big hit in the corner is put on by Escrow, but the Argos end up with the puck. 1-on-5. And Stevenson's going to dump it into the corner to get a line change. Here come the Marauders. Scanlon with a diving poke check. Gains the zone and a centering pass. Nobody home. That's going to be a breakout pass for the Argos. The Argos come down 2-on-2 on the goal line attack. And a save by Kyle Hayden. I thought that might have had some potential for squeaking through the 5-hole, but Kyle Hayden seals that 5-hole up. And that was number 15, Leo Felt, who took the puck a good length of the ice, down low and goal line attack for a jam play as Kyle Hayden makes the stop and covers it up. 1 minute, 22 seconds remaining in the first period, and a shot on goal. Hit some traffic in net, and it's held in by the Argos, but not for long. The puck comes sliding down the length of the ice, giving chase is Alex Fleechek. Got the line of Fleechek, Huber, and Garrett out there right now. Alex Fleechek looking to center the puck off a skate. Now the Argos come down the other way. Drop pass by Providence. I believe that was Link, but nobody home. And a centering pass hits a stick right back into the corner in 30 seconds, counting down in the first period. Marauders flip it up as now it's the Argos' turn to put on the pressure, and boy, have they been. Several quality opportunities in the last few minutes as Providence looks like they're getting their feet back under them, maybe from that long road trip, who knows. But a back and forth, blow for blow matchup from both programs as we have seen quality opportunities on both ends of the ice. Face-off won by the Marauders. Nagurski gets the puck up to Fleechek. Fleechek trying to find Huber, but can't quite find him, and he's going to flip it high into the air. Zach Garrett giving chase like a bloodhound. That guy knows how to forecheck, that's for sure. 5 seconds remaining. Nagurski behind the net's going to hang on to it just to be safe. And the horn will sound, which marks the end of the first period here tonight. I want to take this moment to acknowledge some of supporters and sponsors for the University of Mary hockey. The Marauders would like to thank Dr. Juleson, Dr. Penn, and Dr. Smith for their support of Marauders athletics. And thank you, BNC National Bank, for your contribution to the orange and blue. BNC National Bank, your life is busy. We'll make managing your money easy. We'd like to thank Pucklick Chevrolet, where customer satisfaction is their #1 priority. Thank you, Pucklick Chevrolet, for keeping the Marauders moving. And the University of Mary would like to thank Dakota Community Bank and Trust for their partnership with the Orange and Blue. Finally, thank you, Shields, for your partnership with the Orange and Blue. Be sure to check out their selection of Marauders gear at the Kirkwood Mall location. And now, fans, it's time for the Railway Credit Union first period intermission. And as is tradition, head coach Dan Huntley will be joining us here for the intermission interview. I'm sure he's going to need to go speak with the guys and talk a little bit about the first period. 1-0 lead for the Marauders, and a good period, I would say. Shots on goal are even, 8-8. But we'll see what Coach Huntley has to say about the first period. All right, we're joined here with Coach Dan Huntley. And Dan, we have had a spirited first period on what we wouldn't have expected any different from two programs who've kind of built a little bit of a rivalry between one another.
Yeah, no doubt. It was a good, fast-paced environment. Both teams were getting up and down the ice. They got some guys that are dangerous. 6 and 15 made some great plays out there, and we got to be cautious when they're on the ice that we take care of our defensive responsibilities. I think our D got caught up in rushing the puck a little bit too much. We weren't very quick on the breakout, and we can clean that stuff up and get out of our zone. That's where we had problems when we didn't get the puck to our wingers cleanly. We had problems getting out.
Yeah. Well, the guys coming out here and firing right away. It was a back and forth battle right away in the game, and the Marauders kind of found their their rhythm. And then there was a stretch of 5 or 6 minutes where, I mean, it was like a shooting gallery out there. Got that goal from Sorel Nagurski. Talk a little bit about the ebbs and flows of hockey and how that works with this unique sport.
Well, that's great that Sorel got a nice goal. He had an earlier in the maybe a shift or two before that. Both he and Marcus Kopp had great shots on net, near the net. Marcus had one on net. Sorel put it just wide, hoping for a guy to tip it, and we missed the tip. So he just kept on fire, and it was a great face-off win. Shows you how important face-offs are in the game. That the more face-offs you win, the easier it is to have possession of the puck, and possession of the puck leads to great opportunities. So, with that, you get a goal, you get a little bit of time to. I think our guys relaxed a little bit. That maybe, hey, this is going to go our way. Their goaltender is out playing the puck all over the place and not doing very well with it.
Yeah.
So they're hoping that he's going to make a mistake and pop one open to our guys, and we'll get an open netter. But until that happens, you still got to kind of go and work hard.
Yeah, as I said earlier in the period here, he was behind the net dusting the puck off for a while there in the first. So maybe he'll dust a little too hard to one of our guys. That'd be kind of nice.
No doubt.
Well, Coach Huntley, tell us a little bit about a few of the past games with Providence. It's one of the few teams that's beaten the Marauders and beaten them twice.
Yeah.
But also then there's been some decisive victories for our guys as well. So just tell us a little bit about that history.
I think that, they started the same year we did in 2018 and had a little bit quieter first year. We came out and exploded. They had a nice year, but it wasn't what we had done with our winning percentage and the number of wins, all those kind of things. And then, we had thought what would be a nice game last year with them. And here, we're 45-1 at home against Division II teams, and they're the only team that's beat us at home. So it's important for our guys to understand that this is our place, and we owe them one. 2 weekends ago, we played them out there in Great Falls. And, our motivation was the conference tournament last year that they beat us in overtime. I think it was an upset, and but they played hard. We had 7 penalties. I think they had 1. Things didn't go our way that day, and they took advantage of 2 power play goals to win that one on us.
Yeah.
So I think we showcased what we did, and the guy in net for us tonight, Kyle Hayden, he's on fire tonight, and he's coming off a shutout last week. And we're on back-to-back shutouts with him and Conan. So hopefully our goaltenders, no matter what faces them tonight, will give us that upper edge, which is an important one when rankings start to come out next week. And we look at what's going to happen down the road for a national tournament. And we've already done well against Liberty, who was the number 3 seed last year in the national rankings. So we own their rights, basically, that we shouldn't fall below them at this point if we continue to have great success. We're above Iowa State. We're above Dakota. We're above Williston. This is the next one. We play them 6 times. This is that 3rd one. And so at least we can get 3 wins and be on the upper hand with them to begin with. And then we're looking for a showcase game down in March at Lindenwood. Who was the number 1 at the end of the year last year, and that'll be our only time playing them this year. So hopefully that will come down to who kind of fulfills the number 1 seed at the national tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's exciting. What's your prediction?
Here tonight?
No, well, maybe that too, but for the polls, the national poll, what's your prediction for the Marauders?
I think right now, 1, 2, and 3 are pretty solid, and that's us, Lindenwood, and Liberty. Liberty beat Florida Gulf Coast last weekend. I think Lindenwood is there this weekend or next weekend. So we'll kind of find that national stage as more of these teams start to play games. There's no reason why we're not 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Lindenwood, comes into their year with being number 1. So, we got to outprove them.
Yeah,
and they also play Liberty 4 times. So, that's an opportunity for us to see how they do against them.
Yeah.
And then, whoever is at that point. If our season continues to go well, we just got to make sure that happens.
Yeah.
And we can't overlook anybody coming up in the next few weeks.
Absolutely. Well, quick question for you, Coach Huntley, just because I don't have the information. Do you know any updates about attendance for fans in person? Do you have any information you could share with our listening audience, our viewing audience?
Yeah, right now we went with player passes, and then we opened up 300 tickets for the general public to come in free of charge. We've got the same thing tomorrow, so we encourage people to come here. Gates will open at 6 o'clock, and according to the governor, things have opened up, and we can go to a higher level here. We've gotten the approval to do that, but our school's holding back right now, and we're making good decisions for our school, for our student athletes, and making sure that we can fulfill all the things we need to with contact tracing and following the regulations that are good for our student athletes, and not
Absolutely.
just trying to pack a facility and have people get sick.
So it sounds like if people want to come in and watch, they probably won't be getting turned away. There'll be some tickets for them if they want to come tomorrow night and watch some live hockey.
Yeah, and so they can get back and watch some college hockey live and have a couple drinks, buy some concession food, and support our local economy.
Absolutely. Well, one last quick thing. Coach Huntley, I'm a little embarrassed to say that I missed your birthday this week. And I thought, what better place to wish you a happy birthday? This past Wednesday, was it?
Yeah.
January 27th. So mark your Google calendars like I did, folks, so that next year you don't make the same mistake. But happy birth week, Coach.
Appreciate it. Yep.
We appreciate all that you do for this program and this school. And thanks for your influence on the community and the school and in the hockey community here as well.
Thank you, Nate. I appreciate it.
All right, thank you. That's very much Coach Dan Huntley joining us here for our first intermission. Good luck, Coach, and we'll see you after the game. All right, so we've got Coach Huntley, who had joined us for our first intermission. We will be likely joined by assistant coach Aaron Nelson in the second intermission. We're going to take just a couple minutes here to rest the voice, take a quick drink of water, and we'll be back for the puck drop of the second intermission between the University of Mary Marauders and the University of Providence Argos. Good evening, all you fine folks out there, and welcome back to this matchup between the University of Mary Marauders and the University of Providence Argos. Going into our second period here for tonight's matchup at the Starion Sports Complex in Mandan, North Dakota. And I want to welcome you wherever you're listening from, if that's Bismarck, Mandan area, throughout the North Dakota, or perhaps you're somewhere in the U.S. or even internationally. I know we've got some players from all over North Dakota, Minnesota, Colorado, even Canada from the University of Mary.
Hi. So Zach Garrett's mom asked me if you would give a birthday shout out for his dad.
Sure.
He turned 55 on Wednesday.
Okay. What's his name?
He doesn't know about it, so she kind of wanted it to be a surprise.
Okay. What's his name? I'm live right now.
Oh, sorry.
What's his name?
His name's Paul.
Paul? Paul Garrett?
Yes.
He turned 55?
21's dad. Zach's dad.
When did he turn 55?
Wednesday.
Okay. Awesome. I will do.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right. Sorry about that, folks. We had a young lady come up to me and has an announcement, a birthday wish that she requested. And so I guess there's no better time than the present. She had asked for a birthday wish, a little belated, much like Coach Huntley's, as we said in the intermission, for Paul Garrett, which is forward number 21, Zach Garrett's dad. So a happy birthday to Paul Garrett, who turned 55 this past Wednesday. A happy birthday, Paul. And I have to tell you too, Paul, if you're listening, you got a great son. Zach Garrett is someone I've been able to get to know over the past few years, coaching at the University of Mary, and a talented hockey player, but an equally excellent person. And just a great guy. I've actually worked a few camps in the summer with him for Dakota Roots Hockey Schools, which is in Crosby, North Dakota. Has just gotten started up here the past couple of years. And Lance Knutson and Evan Eriksmoen. Lance Knutson, a former University of Mary goaltender, All-American standout who graduated last year, and awesome guy as well. And Evan Eriksmoen, both natives of Crosby, North Dakota, started Dakota Roots Hockey School and was able to spend some time with Zach Garrett in the summers there as well, and on a regular basis here at practices and games for the University of Mary. So again, congratulations, happy birthday, Paul, and again, a great son that you and your family have raised. So back to live action here between the Argos and the Marauders. Marauders now in neutral zone with speed, trying to get an offensive attack going, but it looked like there is a penalty that's going to be assessed on the Marauders. Number 8, Tanner Escrow. And I did not see the penalty, although I saw a couple of people on the ice here in the neutral zone, which I'm going to put 2 and 2 together and say that that was some sort of a relation to the penalty. And it sounds like it's 2-minute minor for interference. And so the Marauders are going to go on a penalty kill. That would put the Argos on the power play, and it's going to be the first penalty assessed of the evening. And we'll see what the Argos can do with this. University of Mary with a 31% power play and an 89.74% penalty kill. So almost a 90% penalty kill, which is just lights out. So they definitely know how to kill a penalty. Alex Fleechek on the shorthanded enters the zone and rips one just high and wide of the net as the Argos regroup now in the neutral zone. Over the blue line with speed is Argo number 15. Not as familiar with their players as the Marauders, so I do apologize to the Argo fans out there. Working the perimeter now, pass across, backdoor shot, and a big block made by Alex Fleechek. And here comes Seth Cushing on a breakaway. Seth Cushing, dekes once, twice, shot, backhand, and it's goal! A huge goal by Seth Cushing on the shorthanded. breakaway with 16 minutes, 42 seconds remaining in the second period. What a massive goal by Seth Cushing from that big block down low. And it all starts from the defense and the goaltender out, right? Ladies and gentlemen, a big block from Alex Fleechek, and comes out to Seth Cushing for a beauty of a deke, and goal number 2 for the Marauders. So again, scoring for your Marauders, number 7, Seth Cushing. And I don't know if there's going to be an assist on that goal, as it was a clear breakaway and off a block shot from Alex Fleechek. I don't know if they give I don't think they give an assist for a block shot. I believe that goal is going to go unassisted for Seth Cushing. And now the Marauders come back down, 3-on-0. Pass across the slot and a shot, and I'm not sure how that didn't go in because Andy Huber had a crosshairs for that high blocker of Lewis, Tristan Lewis that is. I don't know if it hit the side of the net or what happened, but that was a 3-on-1, another great opportunity for the Marauders. And that is going to wrap up their penalty and their even strength. Now a tic-tac-toe between Tanner Escrow and Riley Scanlon. Can't quite get a stick on it. Shot from the point goes wide, now up at the D. Drew Lennertz down to Escrow. Big hit put on Escrow, and as Scanlon pins Argo on the boards right behind the net. And we've got Justin Onstead. He's going to get in on the action as well. I'm not sure if that puck's moving. The ref's saying, move it, boys. Move it. And there's going to be a whistle, as was enough in action for a face-off now to what looks like the glove side of Lewis. And the Marauders are on fire right now. They've got all the Mr. Mo momentum on their side. And now they're up, doubling their lead. Score is 2-0. 2-on-2. Back the other way. Argo's number 3, Taylor McCall, drives wide, gains the zone, puck down low. Playing hot potato, and now Drew Lennertz comes up with the puck. Chips it in. He's going to peel off back to his post. He's going to allow Kyler Moore to get to the slot. Kyler Moore with the puck on his stick. He's lethal from the slot, back to the D to D. Down low is the decision by Lennertz. The Argos gain the red and going to dump it in. Kyle Hayden comes out to play it. Wraps it around the boards to Seth Cushing. Pinching hard on Cushing is number 8, Gabriel Kwiatkowski. And a penalty is called on the Argos. That's going to be a minor penalty of some sort. Called on number 18, Huntley Hintz. Hooking, perhaps? And hooking is the call. And fans, the Marauders are now on the Shields power play. Kyle Hayden out to play the puck. Leaves it for Heckerman. Heckerman now up to Johnny Witzke. Johnny Witzke with speed. He's passed to the blue line. Gains his own as Alex Fleechek. To Zach Garrett. Zach Garrett wheels and deals. And 5-hole shot in the goal. And there you go, Paul Garrett. there's a late birthday present from your son, Zach, as he lights the lamp for the 3rd time for the Marauders this evening. And I don't know much better birthday present than that, but a beautiful goal as Garrett walks in, walks a couple defensemen, gets the goaltender to go down and goes 5-hole for a beauty of a goal. So a recap, scoring for your Marauders is number 21, Zach Garrett, an assist by number 27, Johnny Witzke. And at 13 minutes, 5 seconds left in the second period, the Marauders go up 3-0. And a quick report on some fun statistics here. Garrett has 92 assists on his career and 142 points. Can you believe that? 142 points, make that 143 tonight with that goal. So 143 career points with the Marauders. Just outstanding. Many of those coming as assists, as he is quite a playmaker. If you asked him, he would tell you himself. He's more of a passer, as he would say. But he knows how to score goals too. Don't let him kid you. Now puck flipped up, caught by an Argo in the neutral zone. And Nagurski brings the puck up, soft pass to number six, Riley Scanlon. Dumps the puck on the ice after having getting hit hard. Takes a hit to make a play. Horner gains the blue line, again having to take a hit for that play. Now a 2-on-1 down low. Shot and just wide. Noah Scordato behind the net, makes a big hit to gain possession of the puck. And Cheetah up on the point, tries to beat a couple of Argos back to Leonard's. Leonard's across, intended for Scordato. And we've got Derek Dropik with the puck. Cycles it down low and gets it stripped away in the slot. Cheetah walks around a couple guys. 3 Marauders standing on the doorstep of the crease. Can't quite bang that puck home as Lewis makes a nice pad save. And he's been busy the last few minutes, that's for sure. Cheetah walks around number 20. Liam Carvalho. And the Marauders sustaining pressure down low for couple minutes here anyway. And Lewis is going to get a whistle, covered up and get a whistle for a much needed line change. Might be wise of me to give you a heads up who's on the ice here for the Argos before the play gets so quick that I can't read down their roster. But it looks like we've got the number 18 on the ice right now, Huntley Hintz. 25, Tyler McCary. And number 8, Gabriel Kotkowski. That's a tough one for me, folks. Johnny Witzke now wheeling and dealing. Shot, looking for that small hole just above Lewis. Rebound and no goal, as it would appear from up here. Boy, I thought that puck was going between in the 5-hole for Lewis, but Johnny Witzke starts that play up. just below the face-off dot and sort of between the face-off and goal line, attacks the net. He's looking for that small hole just above the goaltender's blocker as they go down the RVH on the goal line. And I think he hit the post. Rebound comes out, and a rebound attempt by a couple of Marauder forwards just aren't able to find the back of the net on that one. They're sniffing around, folks, and I wouldn't be surprised if we get another tally for the Marauders very soon here. It almost appears that they're on a power play, but they're not, as that expired minutes ago. Zach Garrett giving chase to Lewis, who came out of his net, almost lost the puck. As Coach Huntley said, Lewis likes to play that puck, and at times goaltenders can make some mistakes. Keen opportunity for the opponent to capitalize on a misplayed puck, mishandled puck from the goaltender. Now here come the Argos. Shot on goal, saved by Hayden, and Witzke kicks it out to Heckerman, who places it up for Garrett. Garrett back to Heckerman, and a deke. He had Lewis beat, but clanks it off the crossbar, I think. And the Marauders hold the zone. Now Fleetcheck down in the corner, pushed to the ice by number 81, Link of the Argos. Shot on net goes nice, very high and wide, I should say. And another shot on net by Garrett goes just wide of the net as it's bouncing just past the far post. And an Argo goes sprawling to the ice, and Tanner Escrow is nearby. I don't think that was intentional, but I think Escrow may have lost control of his stick, and Argo went flying down to the ice. I think that's going to be a tripping call. Which now puts the Marauders on a penalty kill. And we'll be able to see what the Argos can do on their power play. Face-off won by the Argos, but soon batted out of the zone by Justin Onstead. Marauders are going to get a quick change, get some fresh legs out on the ice, and Seth Cushing now forechecking as the Argos try to gain the zone and set it up for their power play. Rimmed around the board, but Kyle Hayden decides he's going to come out and stop that puck behind the net. Alex Fleetcheck gets that puck and tries to find Seth Cushing, but just misses that pass. Leonards decides hey, I'm just going to dump it into the zone, and Lewis comes out, stops it behind the net for his deep. 1 minute, 10 seconds remaining in this Argo power play as they come up the ice with speed. That's number 22, Jacob Stevenson, bringing the puck in the zone. Argos swarming around the net, up to the defensive point, down low, now to the top of the circles. Walking in, and a hit by Heckerman, excuse me. D to D, now down low. Quick pass to the middle, shot, rebound attempt. Kyle Hayden goes sprawling across the ice, but he doesn't have to make any saves at all. His defensemen do a nice job of clearing that puck. And it's going to go all the way down the ice for an Argo regroup. Zach Garrett now giving chase as the Argos set that power play breakout up. And up the ice comes number 6, Levi Anderson. Stopped just inside the blue line by Huber. Argos still have the puck. Fanned on it. Now Garrett with a breakaway. 1-on-0 with the goaltender. Shot and a glove save by Lewis. Zach Garrett looking for goal number 2 tonight, as he beats 2 Argos to the puck and just flat out outskates them. It comes up to the net and a shot, but a beautiful glove save as Lewis gets that forward trajectory with the glove and makes what he looks to be an easy save. Heaven knows it's not as easy as it looks. Teams at even strength. Puck comes out down to the Marauders zone. No icing is the call. Argos beat the Marauders to the puck. Shot on goal. A rebound and a sprawling glove save by Kyle Hayden. And folks, I think the scorekeepers had all but pushed the button to tally a goal for the Argos, but Kyle Hayden stuck with that rebound and made a beautiful sprawling glove save on a shot that was slowed down from the point and really difficult when the puck or the play changes in speed. But Kyle Hayden did not give up on that play, and he covers it up for a face-off. What a beautiful save. Athletic save by Kyle Hayden. And a puck flipped up in the air. Derek Dropick jumps up, try to get glove that puck down, but is drugged down by an Argo. No penalties are called against that. Are called with that play, I should say. And now the Argos come down the other way. It's a 2-on-2. Driving wide is McCall. Shot on goal and a glove save by Kyle Hayden, who saw that one all the way. We definitely expect our goaltenders to make the save if they're able to see the puck. Certainly the tips, screens, redirects, rebounds, those types of things can be more challenging for a goalkeeper, but when they're able to see that shot, especially from the tops of the circles and up, that's an expected save, but Kyle Hayden makes easy work of that. Shots now in favor of the Marauders, 17-14. Both teams having some quality opportunities. I think Marauders have more consistently had quality opportunities. Now down in the Argos end, Moore strips the puck away from the Argos. Soon to be stolen from Moore. Now 3-on-2, shot, and a nice block by Johnny Witzke. Seth Cushing in the neutral zone, loses his footing to Witzke. Witzke up to Hugelin, shot, stop, and covered up by Lewis. Hugelin comes crashing in on the net, gives Lewis a couple of extra shots, and the Argos defenseman saying, hey buddy, get off of our goaltender. I think I saw a headlock in there at one point, but no harm, no foul, and there is no penalty called on that play. I think referees probably expect a defenseman to protect their goaltender to a reasonable extent anyway. Now shot on goal by Argos number 27, Will Wright, which I believe went off of a Marauder skate. Kind of a tricky shot, but went wide of the net. Stevenson gains his zone, drop pass, nobody home, and then Alex Fleechek grabs that puck, flips it up to Garrett. Battle on the sidewall ensues. Now Fleechek with the puck, comes in, shot, blocker save by Lewis. Beautiful save. As Fleechek did have a pass option there. Difficult play. Coming down on the Argos. They gained the zone, had a 3-on-1, but weren't able to possess the puck long enough to make anything of it. And Garrett's going to take his time on the sidewall, flips it up, but knocked out of the air. And a slap shot on goal, stick save to the side. Argos now buzzing, big hit in the corner. That's number 5, Marcus Kopp, who put that hit on an Argo, sending him to the ice. Working around the net. Now shot on goal, saved by Kyle Hayden. Gets his own rebound is number 7, Cody Hendrickson, who's a big boy, with a fairly respectable shot. That rebound came right out to him, but blocked was his second attempt. Three minutes, 20 seconds remaining in the second period. If you're joining us more recently, score is 3-0 in favor of the Marauders. Shots fairly even. However, Marauders out shooting the Argos 19-15. And the offensive attacks ebb and flow back and forth between these two programs. And you can see why it's a really nice matchup between these two hockey teams. Puck is flipped up high above the net. Lewis tries to extend his arm up, but isn't quite tall enough to stop that shot. And the puck shot all the way down, actually on net, with Kyle Hayden, who decides, after delaying for a while, contemplating playing the puck, decides to cover that one up. So some Marauders get a much-needed line change and hopefully regroup and finish this period strong. Shot from the point just wide of the net. Comes back up to the net. Kyle Hayden tomahawks that fast rebound off the backboards. One of my favorite techniques as to watch as a goaltender is that tomahawk, where a goalie extends their paddle and kind of swings it around to the goal line, especially if it's a wraparound play. Argos gain the zone. Shot on net, saved by Hayden. That shot by number 15, Leo Felt, who had some nice time and space there. I think he was looking 5-hole. D-to-D pass, Witzke to Heckman. Heckman now up to Scordato. Scordato looking for Dropic. Dropic now working it in the corner. Comes up with a possession of the puck. He's going to cycle it down low to Horner. Horner tries to put a puck on the net from poor angle and covered up by Lewis. And I got to mention one more time, the atmosphere in the Starion Sports Complex is pretty refreshing. I know there's nothing like the comfort of your own home, but it's pretty nifty here to see some hockey fans coming out. And as you heard Coach Huntley mention, 300 tickets available to the public, and it sounds like it's free of charge. So certainly if you like to stay cozy and warm in the comfort of your own recliner at home, we will be live streaming this tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. But you're welcome to attend in person as well. So encourage you to come on out, and do encourage you to wear a mask if you can. If you can attend, I believe masks are required. But otherwise, just a great atmosphere, and we welcome you to join us. Tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, Starion Sports Complex. 1 minute, 31 seconds remaining in the second period. Face-off won by the Marauders, and I think a quick goal, shot on goal and covered up by Lewis. Coming up on 1 minute remaining in the second period. Argos gain the zone. Shot, pass across, shot. And Sorel Nagurski gets a piece of that shot by number 15, Leo Felt, whose name has been announced several times tonight. A few key players, Felt being one of them. Levi Anderson, Jacob Stevenson, definitely come up a time or two. And Levi Anderson leads the Argos with 7 points so far this season, followed up by Cooper Page, who's got 4 points, Leo Feltz with 3, and Ty Alger with 3 points. That Jacob Stevenson, as I mentioned a couple times tonight, with 2 points. And here it comes, the Gabriel Kwiatkowski, who has 2 points on the season as well. Tristan Lewis, who's been fairly solid tonight, comes into this game with a 90.6 save percentage. And speaking of save percentages, a big, heavy shot by Cooper Page right in the slot, and Kyle Hayden is able to see that one all the way. It makes a good-looking glove save. I have to say I'm certainly encouraged at Kyle's performance tonight as one of the University of Mary goalie coaches. Got to give a shout out to Devin Butts, who I'm proud to partner alongside with Goal Robber Hockey Schools as another goaltending coach. And of course, Aaron, for the Marauders, I should say, and of course, Aaron Nelson, who is a former goaltender for the University of Mary, former standout All-American goaltender for the University of Mary, now an assistant coach, also has great insights and perspectives for the goaltenders here. So Proud of the goaltenders and the goalie culture here at the University of Mary. Another shot on goal by the Marauders, this time by Tanner Escrow, covered up by Lewis. And quickly, before we get off the topic of goaltenders, which is my favorite, we'll report quickly on Kyle Hayden, who comes into tonight's matchup with a 93.1% save average and a 2.06 goals against average. Conan Hayton with a 94% save average and a 1.7 goals against. And Quinn Ackerman, who has a perfect 100% save average and who has logged, who has made an appearance, I should say, in a couple of games so far for the season. This season, he's a freshman and Bismarck native. Now the seconds wind down. The Marauders get one last shot off, which went off an Argo skate and looked like it might have had eyes to find the back of the net, but went just wide. And folks, that's going to be it for the second period of tonight's matchup. Score is 3-0, Marauders. Marauders out shooting the Argos 24-19 so far tonight. And a quick recap on the scoring for the second period. The second goal coming in the second period was an unassisted goal by number 7, Seth Cushing, who on a beautiful breakaway deked once, not twice, but 3 times and scored a backhand beauty against Lewis. And goal number 3 was scored by number 21, Zach Garrett, assisted by number 27, Johnny Witzke. And before our interview with assistant coach Aaron Nelson, again, a few shout outs to some of our great sponsors and partners. First International Bank and Trust are proud partners of the Marauders, where their mission is that customers leave feeling like family. Tires Plus Car Care is a top dealer when it comes to automotive maintenance. Stop by one of their 2 locations in South Bismarck Expressway or at their new North location just off Highway 83. Thank you, Tires Plus. And Aero Service Team has the Marauders covered 24/7 for any water, fire, or other disaster needs. Aero Service Team, proud supporter of the Marauders. University of Mary would like to thank Prairie Farms Dairy for their partnership with the Orange and Blue. Folks, a special thanks goes out to Bill Barth Ford Kia for their commitment to keeping the Marauders on the road. Next time you're looking to purchase a vehicle, think Bill Barth Ford Kia, where they're never beat on price. That's right. And we have the special privilege of having assistant coach Aaron Nelson join us for the second intermission. All right, Coach Nelson, good to have you.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
What an exciting game. Man, I was talking to Coach Huntley in the first intermission about the history between these 2 programs, and it's been a bit of a back and forth relationship. Marauders with more wins than losses against these guys, but Coach Huntley was saying that something like a 43-1 record here at home, and that 1 loss comes from the University of Providence. Tonight the Marauders looking sharp, but the shots aren't. There's not too much of a discrepancy with the shots. 24-19, but the Marauders come up 3-0. What's been the difference tonight so far between these 2 programs and the Marauders up 3 tallies on the evening?
I think tonight, honestly, goaltending, some of Providence's chances have been chances we definitely don't want to give up, but Kyle's been looking really sharp in the first period, made a couple nice saves. One we gave away right in front of the net that Kyle got a piece of. So right now, just getting rid of those chances that we're giving them. Just playing solid. We're up 3, so no need to take chances on our blue line, give them any offense that they need.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, a couple people that I've been able to talk a little bit about. One of my favorite aspects of doing the broadcast is being able to highlight a few personalities, a few people on our team. And it sounds like it was Zach Garrett's dad's birthday this past Wednesday. Do you know Zach's dad?
Oh, yeah, big time.
Big time, huh?
Yeah.
Well, do you have anything you want to say I've got the memory of a goldfish. I forget his first name, but Mr. Garrett on his birth week. He's probably watching us right now. You got anything you'd like to say to the old duffer?
Well, happy big Canadian birthday, Paul. We sure miss you. I mean, COVID's been a battle. Hopefully you guys can make it down soon, and definitely looking forward to the next time we can get to Lucky's.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Zach Garrett, a fun player to watch. I believe he's looking at coming up with somewhere around like 150 career points soon, which is just outstanding. It's almost unfathomable, right? And just the other day in practice, I said, hey, nice goal, Zach. And he goes, I'm more of a passer. So I'm going to have to give him a little bit of a hard time, but a beautiful goal by Zach here in the second period as well. Tell us a little bit about, just elaborate a little bit about the goaltending experience when it comes to, Kyle's having a good game tonight, but there's kind of an ebbs and flow, right? Where, you go an extended period of time, you don't get a shot, and then they're right in the slot, and there's a prime opportunity to make a save. As a goaltender, what do you do to stay sharp and be on point with a good team like Providence, but maybe you won't see shots for a few minutes? Yeah,
you definitely said it best there. Providence had a few good shifts in the first, and we kind of controlled the play there in the last bit of the second period. So as a goal, you definitely want to stay focused. You never know when that breakaway is going to come in. All it takes is one mistake, and it can end up in the back of your net. So for me, I like playing the puck as much as I could, just communicating between each whistle, just doing my routine to keep me fresh, and it just goes back to that preparation throughout the week. That's why it's so important. Just to get the reps and to be as comfortable as you can be. Yeah, absolutely. Well, this is a question that I've been excited to ask you. I didn't ask Dan this. I wanted to save it for you. Coach Nelson, as most of you know, is a former goaltender for the University of Mary, now an assistant coach. And so you've been around for the whole history so far for the University of Mary hockey program. University of Providence, definitely I would consider becoming sort of a rival. But if you were to make a top list of Marauders hockey rivalries, what order would that go in, and why? You're putting me on the spot. Honestly, yeah, Providence is up there, like you said, against Division II teams at home. We have that one loss against Providence, so I definitely say I don't want to say a number, but probably top 3, top 5. Might not being up there too. We haven't been able to solve them, so there's teams that they always show up, and it's always in the back of your mind that they can't walk out of here with a win. So, but yeah, Providence is one of those that they got a piece of us last year, and coming to this year, we definitely had a chip on our shoulder. Yeah, absolutely. Thinking back to your playing career with the University of Mary here as well, what were some of the toughest teams to play against? Not necessarily just because of maybe their ability or their score difference, but were there any teams that just kind of got under your skin, speaking of rivalries, and were just tough to play against? Maybe had some extra chirps, extra sticks after the whistles, extracurriculars, as we would say. Yeah, as a goalie, you see different things that guys do either on the ice or on the bench, but it's not necessarily the team that really frustrates you. It's those one or two guys, and that's what can get you really flustered. So, for me, it was just depending upon that team that had that one guy who was always in front of the net, always there in your face. As a goalie, when that gets in the back of your mind, it gets tough to erase that, and I'd say that for sure. Absolutely. Well, as a goaltender perspective now, Coach Nelson, assisting with the forwards, defensemen, and goaltenders, so all perspective. So not to discriminate against goaltending. He's got a lot more knowledge than just goalie knowledge. But, looking here at some of the accomplishments for the Marauders, we've got Kyler Moore, who's coming up on 50 goals. He's got 46 goals. Alex Fleechek, 85 goals. Nobody scored 100. Maybe he's going to do that in his career, and I would assume he probably will. But Zach Garrett, as we talked about, coming up on 100 assists soon and 150 points soon. Huber with 93 points. Cushing, 87 points. Sheeta as a defenseman with 84. Witzke with 71. Leonards with 76. You're a goaltender out there, and you're playing against the Marauders somehow in practice or in a game. Who do you not want to see come down on you to shoot from the Marauders? Yeah, I guess from having the experience of seeing these guys for a whole year. In other words, maybe you don't fear anybody necessarily, or a goaltender shouldn't fear someone, but who's got the highest probability of scoring against you, or
any of the top goaltenders in this league.
Yeah, right. Well, if you're asking me, I mean, none of these guys have a chance, but I'd say Zach is your best bet. I'd pick him any day in a shootout. It's just the deception with the puck, like you saw in that third goal. His ability to be a playmaker, but be able to have the knowledge of when the goalie can open up, and you saw that he just stuck at 5-hole, so I'd say him for sure.
Yeah, and it's so interesting. Again, Zach told me just the other day he's a passer, and those might be the most difficult guys to defend against as a goaltender, because they're just as likely to shoot it as they are pass it, right? Draw you in and.
Oh yeah, no. And seeing those guys every day, which guys are passers, which guys are shooters. So that's what makes it tough is when they can, find the back of the net, and Zach's one of those guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, what did the guys got to do here, Coach Nelson, to wrap up this opening game on the weekend against the Argos?
Just keeping the same mentality. It's a long weekend, but it doesn't happen without the first game Friday. So in this third period, just bear down, don't give them any offense, and keep doing the same stuff we're doing.
Absolutely. Well, we can't end an interview with Coach Nelson without having a little bit of fun, talking about something pretty unrelated to hockey. But we do have the goaltenders come to Go Robber Hockey Schools on most Saturdays. And when we can, we play a little table tennis, don't we, Nelly?
Sure do.
And I think I mentioned this in one of our interviews a couple weeks back that I hadn't beat Coach Nelson in table tennis. And I finally got the dubs, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, I got the big dub against Coach Nelson. So, I don't know, Nelly, is there any part of your table tennis game that you need to kind of brush up on to maybe take down the spider pig?
Well, obviously, every bit of my ping pong game needs to be worked on, but no, a little flustered this past week on the old ping pong game. So just got to get back to the basics and go to work. Yeah,
well, it might help that I actually attend a table tennis club, and Coach Nelson dusts his paddle off once or twice every year, and still 50-50 coin flip whether he's going to beat me. But hey, thanks so much, Coach Nelson, for the interview, and best of luck here finishing up the third period.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, that is Coach Nelson joining us for the second intermission here. Thank you, Nelly. And we are going to take a quick break here again so I can catch my breath, take a swig of water, and we'll be back with the third period puck drop in just a moment. And here we go, third period action at the Starion Sports Complex between the Marauders and the Argos. Marauders, thank you, Brandon. Marauders up 3-0. Got to give a shout out to Brandon Langang for taking care of me. Here I was without a water and without time as well. So thank you, Brandon Langang. Quick swig of water here, but so many good people at the Starion Sports Complex, whether it be University of Mary hockey or youth hockey. I know a spirited game last night between Mandan High School and Minot High ended with a 2-0 victory for Minot. But an outstanding performance by Zane Clausen in net, who is a wonderful student of the game and a lot of fun to watch in net. But again, just a great facility, great place, great hockey community around here. And I do want to thank Undercover Production for their work with the camera today. Just an awesome broadcast. We got some replays, which is not something that we have the privilege of experiencing all the time. So again, thank you to Undercover Production for their help tonight as well. Johnny Witzke now from the point, walks in, gets stripped of the puck, and Kyler Moore, a spinorama slap shot, ends up in the skates of a couple Argos. U Mary now back to regroup. Andrew Heckeman. Passes it to Johnny Witzke. Johnny Witzke up to Derek Dropkin. Excuse me, Derek Dropick, the newest member of the Marauders, still learning his name a bit as he's starting to log some more regular minutes on the ice. So Derek Dropick out there with his line mates of Braden Zast and Alex Horner, grinding it out. Now the Argos with the puck across the blue line. Shot, stick save, up into the high netting. No rebound on that shot as Kyle Hayden logs his 20th save of the evening. 20 shots, 20 saves for Kyle, and looks like he's seeing the puck well. Giving his boys a chance to win, which is what we always say a goaltender's job is to do. Not to win games, to give a team a chance to win. And a spin shot, another shot, stopped by Kyle again at the side of the net. Marauders coming up ice with head of steam, 3-on-3. Pass to the middle, just missed Tanner Escrow, but a blast on net by Cheetah, and a rebound's going to be gobbled up by Tristan Lewis. It looked like that rebound was a little bit trickier than usual, but Lewis found it somehow, and a face-off to his blocker side. That's going to be his 26th shot, 23rd save. Tanner Escrow keeps that puck in. Now behind the net, Escrows take their time. Headmanning that puck is Levi Anderson. Anderson over to Cooper Page. Puts on the break, and Page is going to ring it around the boards. Getting a little more physical out here as we are in our final stanza of the evening. Big number 7, Cody Hendrickson with the puck in the corner. Stripped away by Cheetah. Cheetah going to dump it in, and a full line change for the Marauders. And the Argos actually are going to change about half of their personnel. Reed Link up the ice, chips it in. Johnny Witzke gives chase. And a big hit attempt. Emphasis on the attempt by Liam Carvalho. as he goes right into the board, sidestepped by Johnny Witzke. And the Argos behind their net, Zach Garrett swarming, waiting. I suppose he's thinking, hey, we got the lead. I'm not going to pressure this situation. If you want to let the time tick down, be my guest. And attempt stretch pass intended for number 20, Liam Carvalho. Can't quite reach it, and that's going to be an icing. And we're going all the way down to the other end for a face-off deep in the Argos zone. We got Cotton Eye Joe playing over the PA system, ladies and gentlemen. Getting a lot of knees slapping going on here. Face-off won by the Argos. Taylor McCall down low, gets the puck out of the zone. Seth Cushing, backhand saucer pass over to Sorrel Nagurski. Nagurski back to Cushing, Cushing up with speed. He's met by an Argo and gives him the shoulder. Now back to Nagurski. Nagurski to Kopp. Kopp's going to go deep into the zone with a ring puck around the boards and a icing call on the Argos, as it looked like they were kind of trying to get a line change and maybe got a bit confused. We'll take this face-off as an opportunity to thank a few more of University of Mary partners. It's family-owned for over 50 years. Starion Bank is rooted in its rural values in which it began. Starion Bank is proud supporters of the orange and blue. And just a moment ago, we experienced our second intermission, Tires Plus intermission. Tires Plus Total Car Care intermission with assistant coach Aaron Nelson. Marauders fans, are you ready to open your eyes to a credit union? First Community Credit Union is the largest community credit union in the state. Special thanks goes to FCCU for their partnership of Maximus and Max's Mini Marauders. The special thanks goes out to Centennial Collision and Paint for their continued support of Marauders athletics. Now back to live action. Shot in on Kyle Hayden, gloves it down, but passes it over to his defenseman, Cheetah up the ice, tries to chip it in to Seth Cushing, who's going to take a line change. The Argos now back the other direction. This time, number 6, Levi Anderson. Drop pass, shot, one-timer, goes wide and comes out the other side as Kyle Hayden had to scramble to his other post. Thankfully, that puck doesn't make it into the slot, and the Marauders gain possession, giving chase Kyler Moore. Kyler Moore wearing sweater number 26, tries to get repossession of that puck, but can't. And down come the Argos. Number 15, Leo Felt, runs square into Kyle Hayden and pushes Hayden all the way to the sideboards. No penalty called on that play, but Leo driving wide again bulldozes Kyle Hayden, who ended up almost all the way to the sideboards on that play. Again, scrambling back into the net. He looks to be just fine, maybe a little agitated, but other than that, pass made into the slot to Alex Horner, who comes in, shot right off the post. Clanks one off the block, the glove side post, ladies and gentlemen, and that was a wonderful scoring opportunity for Horner. Although valiant efforts made, wasn't able to find the back of the net on that play. Marauders with the puck down low. Kopp, centering pass, goes through the slot, nobody there. High and hard off the glass as the Argos come back the other direction. Alex Kopp makes a hit, pass to the slot, shot, saved by Kyle Hayden. Comes out and cuts off the angle with a forward release. Beauty of a save. And a great opportunity for the Argos there. 3-on-2 drop pass. Some nifty plays by University of Providence. Shot spinorama backhand goal for the University of Providence. And we've got Coach Dan Huntley down on the ice level hoping to talk to a referee. And a shot rebound, kind of a flopping puck in front of Kyle Hayden. And I didn't catch the number on who scored that goal, but it was a spins around. And that'll be goal number 1 for the University of Providence Argos with 12 minutes remaining in the third period. That goal comes from number 23, Taylor McCall, assisted by number 6, Levi Anderson, and number 22, Jacob Stevenson. So number 23, Tyler McCall, was the artiste responsible for that creative play, backhand spinorama that hit off the post. I think might have gone across the goal line, hit the other post, and then eventually across the goal line. So the score now, 3-1, University of Mary Marauders. But the Argos, a bit of momentum here, and a tic-tac-toe play. And another goal by the Argos. My goodness. Just like that, we've got a 3-2 game. And we'll see a replay of that goal. Had Kyle Hayden stretched out but left all alone. And was hoping for a replay on that one, but I don't think we're going to be able to get it. Missed a couple of those numbers on that goal. I was a bit stunned by the play. A lot going on here. But a tic-tac-toe play across the slot and a goal, tap-in goal essentially, as Kyle Hayden had nothing but a prayer as he stretched that paddle flat across. And a wide open net is going to make it 2-3 or 3-2 Marauders. And so now, folks, we've got a game, 1-goal game here between two teams who know how to put pucks on the net. And I think the goals definitely did come down to a couple of defensive breakdowns for the Marauders. Have to tighten up in the D zone just a little bit. And I think they'll be all right. But shot now on goal by Levi Anderson of the Argos, and a glove save by Kyle Hayden. That's the 24th shot on goal for the Argos. University of Mary still out shooting the Argos just by a slight margin now, 26-24. Face-off won by the Marauders. Cheetah gets the puck behind the net and a drop, D-to-D pass to Lennertz. Now back to Cheetah. Clean breakout to Riley Scanlon. And Escrow now with a shot, saved by Lewis. Kept in by Scanlon. And Onstead gives chase. Here come the Argos, led by Levi Anderson. And a scrum in the corner. Argos come out with it. Shot, rebound. Another shot on goal, and it almost went in. The Argos are just sitting at the doorstep of the crease, waiting for those rebounds to come out. But another save by Hayden. as the clock ticks down near 9 minutes. Johnny Witzke over to Heckerman. Heckerman being harassed by number 18, Huntley Hins. And Kyle Hayden stops the puck right in front of the crease, decides he is going to cover that one up. And if you're joining us for the third period here, quite a turn of events. The Marauders scored the first 3 goals unanswered. 1 in the first, 2 in the second. No goals by the Argos until just in the third period here, where they buried 2, put 2 biscuits in the basket to cut that lead from 3 goals now to 1. And I would say the Argos maybe have stolen Mr. Momentum, and the Marauders need to do something about that. Alex Fleechek in the neutral zone over to Heckman. Heckman off the boards, finds Zach Garrett. Garrett to Huber, back down to Garrett. Behind the net is Alex Fleechek, facing off with Cody Hendrickson. And here come the Argos wheeling around. That's 97, Ty Alger. And a big collision, Alger and a referee. Hopefully everyone's all right there. And that job of a referee is not easy. Apparently it can get a little physical at times as well. But the face-off now is center ice. Marauders line of Cushing, Moore, and Hugelin. Very offensive line. Moore now with the puck over to Hugelin, Kopp. Kopp intending for Hugelin. And Hugelin comes out with the puck, gives it to Cushing. Cushing up the sidewall, chips it in deep. He's going to give chase. Lewis comes out to stop the puck behind the net. And a shot on net by Kopp, but that's going to go quite high of the net. Sorel Nagurski gives chase to a puck that was flipped into the zone. And the Argos with a lot of pressure, looking for that extra goal they need to tie it up. We've got 7 minutes remaining in this game, barring any overtime. And a big hit now by Hugelin. Anderson comes in, shot, intended 5-hole with a very tricky backhand. Kyle Hayden makes a save. And as we talked with Coach Huntley in the first intermission, this is a game of ebbs and flows. I suppose like many other sports, but hockey, you know, a goal, 1 or 2 goals, and you get a little momentum on your side, and it's anybody's game. So 3 goals, certainly not insurmountable, as is demonstrated here tonight. Shot on goal, rebound, and a goal for the University of Providence. Another rebound goal with the Argos sitting right on the doorstep once again, and they bang it home. Now the score, 3-3. 6 minutes, 33 seconds remaining in regulation. And the Marauders come back and score a goal. And just as I was writing down the numbers for the Argos goal number 3, the Marauders come back with a pretty play from Andrew Huber Alex Fleechek to Zach Garrett, who finds that 5-hole of Lewis once again for goal number 4. I'm going to have to go back in time here a little ways to report the last 2 goals, which happened back to back, and there could be another one, and it is! A goal by Alex Fleechek. My goodness, ladies and gentlemen, and the place goes wild. Alex Fleechek coming down the sidewall with a massive slap shot. Top glove, ladies and gentlemen. Does it get any prettier than that? And I better get on top of these goals here before another one's scored. But scoring goal number 3 for the Argos was number 27, Will Wright. That was assisted by number 22, Jacob Stevenson, and number 23, Taylor McCall. And very shortly after that, scoring the 4th goal for the Marauders was number 21 with a beautiful assist by Alex Fleechek. And just seconds after that, goal number 4, the Marauders strike again with goal number 5, this time by Alex Fleechek. And we got another breakaway shot and a save by Lewis this time. And there's a bit of a scrum now behind the goal. And I'd say slow down the scoring so I could catch up here, but that would be a crazy statement to make because bring on the action here at the Starion Sports Complex, and it's one goal after the next as both of these squads light the lamp. Just as the Marauders probably thinking, hey, we're on a downwards slippery slope here, scoring 2 goals back to back in very, very fancy fashion. Alex Fleechek being the common denominator in both of those goals. And hopefully you got a chance to see those replays as we're playing them here again. You'll see goal number 4 from the Marauders, a tic-tac-toe play. And goal number 5 here by Alex Fleechek as he comes just inside the top of the circle and a slap shot. Beautiful goal, top glove. Or top cheese as they call it in hockey. And he beats Lewis with an absolute blistering slap shot. And we've got a few decisions here that are being made by our referees. Looks like there's 2 Marauders in the box and 1 Argo. And as they get things figured out, I just want to remind you folks that for each goal and every home goal scored, $10 is donated to the Marauders Armada by Starion Bank. Couple other thanks to our partners. Marauders fans, are you ready to open your eyes to a credit union? First Community Credit Union is the largest community credit union in the state. Special thanks to FCCU for their partnership of Maximus and Max's Mini Marauders. And now the Marauders on a penalty kill. It is 4 4 on, well, actually, I guess it is, yeah, 5 on 4. So the Marauders are indeed on a penalty kill for another minute 30 seconds. The Argos working around the perimeter. D-to-D, shot on goal. Goes wide of the net. And the Marauders are able to clear it. Lewis comes out, quick play, headmans the puck. Cooper Page, puck stripped of Page. Now Zach Garrett giving chase, intercepts the pass, but the Marauders gain back possession. Felt wheeling and dealing as Garrett gives chase, doing a nice job with his penalty kill. Every second that transpires on that clock is a precious one. As we saw, these Argos are able to produce some offense in very quick fashion. Now Link, number 81. Link rims it around the back boards, and the Marauders are able to clear. 3 minutes, 42 seconds remaining in the period, 20 seconds on the Argos power play. And the Argos are going to wrap the boards. Kyle Hayden not able to get behind his net quick enough to stop that one. And that's going to be it for the Argos power play. And a stretch pass intended for Tanner Escrow. As Escrow cannot quite hold on, that would have been another breakaway for the Marauders. Escrow behind the net. Tries to pass it up to Dropic. Dropic now with the puck. Cycles it down low. Down to Scanlon. Scanlon trying to find Escrow. And the Argos now with the puck deep in their zone. Scanlon dumps it in. Giving chase is Dropic. And just off sides is the call, as Drew Lennertz isn't quite able to get to the blue line in time. Keeping an eye on that clock. Perhaps the Argos will pull their goaltender if much more time transpires on the clock. 2 minutes, 42 seconds. Oftentimes in hockey, if a team's down a goal or two, as many of you hockey enthusiasts know, the goaltender will be pulled for that extra man attacker. And with 2 goals, oftentimes you'll see that happen with, a couple minutes left in the game even. A couple cool academic articles I read recently on statistically when to pull the goaltender. And it appears that 2-minute mark was pretty good timing, but definitely depends on a few other situations. Whether you've got a power play, killing a penalty, if you've got possession of the puck, these types of things. And we do count down here to that 2-minute mark. 2 minutes remaining in the game. 5-3 the lead for the Marauders. Puck is deep in the Marauders zone. Battling for that puck is Andrew Heckerman, who ends up winning that battle. Seth Cushing now hit hard, but jumps up in the air to deflect a little bit of that force put on by an Argo defenseman. Link with the puck on the sidewall. Hendrickson gives chase. Now the Marauders. Moore cut into the middle. Shot, rebound, stick to side. Cheetah down low. Cheetah versus 3 Argos. Holding his own. And the Argos now come up with the puck. Felt now dumps it in. Kyle Hayden can't quite handle that wrapped puck. And 1 minute remains in the period and in the game. Stretch pass intended for Alex Fleechek. Can't quite get through. Open net now. And an attempted shot on goal is Andy Huber. Argos, no goaltender. They've got that extra attacker we were talking about before. Kyler Mack dumps the puck in deep. To the point. McKinney. And a pass across. Shot and a goal. Backdoor presence, as has been a theme for the Argos And it's going to be a one-goal game once again. That extra attacker proved to be effective for the Argos. 31 seconds remaining in the game, and the score now 5-4 Marauders. And from what I could see of that play, again, high to low play. I don't know if that got deflected in front, but it was a quick pass across to an Argo who was wide open back door, and a nice shot, but had quite a bit of net to see. Kyle Hayden slid across and tried to get that pad out there, but just wasn't able to do so. And the Marauders, their task now with 31 seconds remaining is to keep the Argos off the scoreboard. You'll probably see the Argos pull their goaltender once again for that extra attacker. And in hockey, the big principle here, if you've got an open net, is you need to gain that center red line so that it's not an icing. Undisciplined play would be to ice the puck full length of the ice, and it's a face-off in your zone. And so Marauders are going to want to get possession of the puck here, gain that red line, and get it down to the Argos end. So face-off is won by the Marauders, high and hard off the glass, going to keep the Marauders Lewis in the net for a bit longer here. And a missed pass gets it all the way down to Johnny Witzke, who's going to find Justin Onstead, and a turnover now, 14 seconds. Argos gain the zone, sticked aside by Kyle Hayden, shot on goal, saved by Hayden. 7 seconds left in the game. Puck comes to the corner, to the point, shot on goal, blocked. Shot and just wide, and a win for the Marauders, as that was too close for comfort. But ladies and gentlemen, the Marauders come up victorious in the first matchup of two between the Marauders and the Argos. And I gotta admit, my heart's pounding a little bit harder than usual here, as thought that Witzke was gonna be able to go to the corner and eat the puck to count down the last seconds of that game. But the Argos managed to get the puck to the slot, and a very, very powerful wrist shot goes just wide, and that could have easily been a goal if circumstances were just a little bit different. But that is going to be a big win for the Marauders. Again, 5-4 is the score. And so all we have left, fans, is the North Dakota Petro Foundation player of the game. And the player of the game, not surprisingly, is number 11, Alex Fleechek, who has 1 goal and 2 assists. So thank you, North Dakota Petroleum Foundation, for your great support of the Orange and Blue. We want tailgate parties and points at the buzzer. We want full pads and free throws. Sports can come to life with products made by oil and natural gas. We are the energy of North Dakota. Learn more at energyofnd.com/we-want. Again, congratulations to Alex Fleechek as player of the game with his 1 goal and 2 assists. And congratulations to the Marauders for a big win and an exciting game against the University of Providence Argos. Quick reminder that tomorrow night the game will be broadcast again, 7 o'clock. There are tickets, 300 of them, as Dan Huntley reported, and they're free of charge. So if you'd like to come and experience the Marauders and Providence hockey in the flesh, we welcome you to do that. If you can't, we welcome you to join us again, 7 o'clock tomorrow. This is Nate Spidell bringing you live webcasts of Marauders hockey. Thanks so much for joining us. Take care, and we will see you tomorrow.